Hey everybody, it is Lorato Marie and welcome back to the channel. In this video, we are discussing emotional freedom technique, otherwise known as EFT tapping. And listen, if you are a person who has felt like asking people for things is very difficult for you, maybe you value being independent, but it's also exhausting, or feeling like a beginner, feeling like a person that actually needs help is very uncomfortable for you because it may feel burdensome to have someone actually extend a helping hand. This is the video for you. I want you to stick around. We're going to go through EFT tapping. I'm going to explain to you what it is, and we're going to do 3 simple rounds just as an introduction, tapping away the fear of receiving. So, first off, what is EFT? EFT tapping stands for Emotional Freedom Technique, but we often call it tapping because what you're doing is tapping on 8 acupuncture points on the body. The reason why you do that, it's based off Chinese medicine, but essentially you are signaling to the body safety. You're signaling to the vagus nerve that what I'm saying and what I'm hearing is okay. And you're signaling to that sympathetic nervous system, the one that's in control of the fight, flight, or fawn, that it's okay and I can calm myself to receive these words on fertile ground. All right. So we do 3 rounds. Sometimes I'll do 5. EFT tapping is something that you can do in between therapy sessions. You can talk about it with your therapist. It is a mind-body practice that's safe. And I really like to have it as a tool to use whenever I'm in the middle of like some heavy feelings or I feel like I'm approaching a blockage. It's been extremely helpful. In fact, there have been hundreds of studies that have shown the effects of this, and it's all been great. So, the first thing that we do is we set up with a statement, and we say that this is when we're taking responsibility for our lives. You're taking your non-dominant hand first, and you're taking your other hand, kind of cupping it a little bit while gently tapping on the bottom. We call this karate chop. And this is where we do our setup statement. The setup statement is basically the overall overview of what we're talking about and what we're feeling and what we're allowing, what we're bringing in because of this experience. After that, we'll start tapping on the meridian points. So the points go as such. It's here, right at the tip of your eyebrow. And then side of eye, under nose, chin, collarbone, and right underneath your armpit, like bra line. Then we'll tap on the top of the head. Now, a couple misconceptions. The harder you tap doesn't necessarily mean that the more the message is going to sink in. It doesn't. It can be very, very gentle, the tapping, okay? Also, before we get into the script, we always want to see where you are in your body. How are you feeling? So from a scale of 1 to 10, I want you to rate right now. When you think of receiving, when you think of asking or being the beginner, whatever it is, what level of discomfort do you feel in your body when you think about it? You can think about a situation or the overall concept, right? And so, for instance, maybe you're a 4. That's not too bad. But the goal is to get you to a 0 or a 1, because a 4 could keep you from asking someone a very important question, but you're just being really hesitant about it, right? So if we get that 4 to a 0, it can signal to your body, okay, I can do this, right? And if you're at a 10, well, maybe we can get your 10 to a 4. The goal is always to get you to a 1 or a 0. And sometimes that requires multiple rounds, but this is an introductory. So the first thing that we're going to do is really have a conversation with the body. This is when we're saying exactly what you feel. It's not a bunch of fluff. It's how you feel. We're not tapping in negativity, but what we're tapping and letting the body know is that we hear you and we understand why you feel this way. Okay, so it's not reverse technology. It's none of that. We're just saying, I acknowledge you. And what happens when you acknowledge someone that you may be, having some conflict with? When you acknowledge them, it eases them. It takes off the defenses. If you just sometimes go straight in with affirmation, what happens is that the body will overcompensate and say, no, this is not what I want. So we want to first calm the body and neutralize the space. Then we go in with the clearing round of tapping. And that's just allowing ourselves to release a little bit. It's not saying that you're going to release everything overnight, but it is saying that you're going to release some of the pressure off right now. You're open to it. And then the third round is the reaffirming. This is when you do bring in the positive affirmations and what is it that you want to bring in to your new existence and to your new experience of feeling safe. Okay? Again, tapping helps with relationship issues, with internal issues, and you may feel some effects right away. If you find yourself yawning, that is such a good thing. It shows that the body is actually metabolizing what it's receiving, okay? A thought may come up in your mind, a repressed memory, or even tears. You may begin to cry. This is all good. This is all what we want. And I do recommend talk therapy. I do recommend that you have a therapist. I am not a therapist. I am a certified practitioner of tapping. But again, this is something that anyone can do. And if you do have any concerns or if it's something really deep, then definitely, go to a therapist. But walk with me. We're going to have a good time. This should take us about 6 minutes to get through it. And I'm interested to know how you feel on the other side. So 1 to 10, determine how you're feeling. Take a moment. And then we'll get into it. Right. Welcome back, guys. We are tapping away the fear of receiving support, the fear of receiving love, the fear of receiving guidance, or permission to be a beginner, receiving the grace that accompanies that. All right. So we are going to calm our body with the setup statements. This is where we're going to meet the body where it is. Let's go. Repeat after me. Even though receiving feels uncomfortable, I'm open to being gentle with myself. Even though being a beginner feels like I'm being exposed, I'm willing to acknowledge that honestly. Even though I feel like needing people to help me makes me weak or a burden, I'm open to exploring a different possibility. All right, now we're going to tap. I've spent so much time in my life holding everything together. I'm used to being the one who leads. So receiving for me feels unsafe. If I don't have it all together, I don't know how I'll be perceived. And I don't want to look like a beginner. I don't want to feel like a burden. I'm protecting myself from judgment. It's been heavy for me, and I'm acknowledging it. I release the belief that I have to have it all together. I release the fear of being seen trying. I release the fear of being judged. I release the pressure to be perfect. I release the tightness in my body. And I release the old stories that told me I'm a burden for needing help. I release the fear of receiving. I'm letting my independence soften. It is safe for me to soften. It is safe for me to feel supported. It is safe for me to be seen trying. And it's safe to let someone guide me. I'm relaxing my body and I'm opening my heart because it is now safe to receive with ease. I can be soft and receive without losing myself in the process. I want you to put your hands over your heart. Take a deep breath. Tell me, where are you? Scale to 1 to 10. Think about it. When you think about receiving, when you think about allowing yourself to be a beginner, when you think about allowing yourself to be seen in this vulnerable space or asking someone for help, how do you feel? Is it a 10 still? Is it a 4? Have you moved down? If you've received a difference, if you feel a difference, let me know. Drop in the comments. If you feel like you've gone down a little bit, but it's not enough for you, go back to the front of this video, go back to the top, and do the rounds again. And when you get to the end of the rounds, guess what? Measure yourself again and see how you feel. These are measurable outcomes. There have been times when I've done 3 rounds of EFT, which is what we just did, very beginner, 5 minutes. It's quick. I just have to get my nerves, down and together. And I've done 30-minute EFT sessions. You just never know. Sometimes 1 3-minute EFT session could pull tears out of you, can pull out so much that's been held in your body. All right? The body holds a lot. It holds a lot of tension. And if we can't let it go, we will never be able to receive what we're asking for. So please, y'all let me know what y'all think in the comments, especially if you're new to EFT. I'm so interested. I'll be adding more of this onto the page as we go on. And again, please forgive me for the teleprompter, but we all have to begin somewhere, right? So this is part of my exercise and also my gift to you. Definitely looking forward to sharing more about this and hearing more from you in terms of how you liked it. If you'd like to hear more from me, definitely subscribe to the tribe and I will see you in the next one. Until next time, be well.